Hi everyone, this is Suzanne Wagner and I am doing the astrology for June 2022. Sorry for being a bit late. I was traveling for a wedding, then I got my booster shot and it wiped me out, so thank you for understanding, but here we go. Okay, we had a new moon at the end of May in Gemini, and that supports us in looking at how we are mentally functioning or if our world seems to be spinning in confusion. This new moon colors the month of June on many levels, and it brings new insights that allow for our curiosity to become more important than the old thoughts. Engage in a variety of new things and let yourself learn that there are many ways to get to the same goal. I appreciate this month because it seems focused on those things that give us joy rather than upset. I think everyone is very tired of the drama that keeps trying to complicate things and makes us exhausted. The eclipses are not impacting us quite as severely in May, and that allows us to step towards the light that continues to lengthen the days and bring our gardens into full glory. Mercury begins to straighten out and fly forward on June 3rd, and while it did go backwards into Taurus, it allows for a slower pull to straighten out the kinks that kept us on edge. It will be appearing to us in the sky as if it is not moving, but there is no longer that drag as if it is not moving and what we've been feeling. By the 18th of the month, things will be moving like a train on the correct track. June 4th, Saturn takes a turn in the backwards direction, and it will be in that place until October 23rd. It becomes clear that there are responsibilities and commitments that take precedence, so we would be wise to not let anything delay in those areas as it makes us feel lazy, guilty, and fearful. The 14th of June, there is a full moon in Sagittarius, and it opens up the bizarre and the avant-garde. I think we all need a bit of the eccentric to help us expand into a more balanced inner and outer perspective. Just know that it will also trine Saturn, and while Saturn wants to keep things in a practical framework, Sagittarius wants to take a few risks and expand. Expect to get taken off course, but a detour might open up new ways to see and experience something important. Just embrace the change and don't dig your heels into the dirt. Refusing to go with the flow may make others leave you behind, and that doesn't feel very good either. Perhaps the goal we wanted, the universe did not intend for us. On the 28th of June, Neptune also goes retrograde, and expect our vision to feel dimmed and dull. The wishes within our hearts seem to be not manifesting, and that makes us feel trapped in some sort of scary movie where there are emotional monsters all around and no clear way to avoid the fear arising. Such moments cause us to dig deeper into who we thought we were supposed to be and compare it to who we are now. The person we are now might be the better choice, and then it will be the process of letting the old self go in favor of this moment. June 28th, there is a new moon, but this one is in Cancer. Home is where our heart is, and home is where we honor and feel safe being who we truly are. Family is more important than ever, and the safety and security gives us great strength. So, for the month of June, just stay the course. You have worked so hard to lay out in front of you. You may need to watch where you take on more than your fair share, but know that if it is for a good cause, it will be worth it. Okay, and from this point on, I'm going to be doing the individual astrological signs for the month, and just know that you probably want to listen to your sun sign and your ascendant, if you know what they are. So if you are Aries, there is a feeling of specialness that gives you great incentive to move ahead on many levels. While May seemed to drag, June is steady and clearly making headway forward. Some organization will be required, and if you do it at the beginning of the month, you won't need to worry later on. Seems pathways appear just when you need them, and the projects at home will require your attention at the end of the month. If you are a Taurus, your ruling planet Venus is in your sign for the first 3 weeks of the month, and you are going to feel right at home. Seems that life is offering up a second chance, and you would be wise to take it. What passed you by earlier in the year has come back to you, and it gives you confidence and much more happiness. This month is all about knowing yourself and believing that you can do it. There is still healing happening, so it is okay to sleep in on the weekends. You do need it. Others see your positive nature, and you are very appealing in a fresh and invigorating way. If you are a Gemini, Power is in your middle name, and others are noticing the impact and you are having on others this month. The beginning of the month, many ideas are forming, but at the end of the month, you will have a lot to share, and the plans you come up with have substance and open up the communication channels that have been a bit stuck. Your confidence increases with the lengthening of the light, and you are a super social person and excited to move ahead. Past relationships are released and seem no longer to have what you need. At the end of the month, you may question what you really want and notice that the direction that was so clear earlier is a bit confusing now. If you are a Cancer, the first 3 weeks, you are preparing to shift into your biorhythmic high, as it is your birth season after all, and it gives you a chance to look at the current goals and make modifications. It is good to replenish your energy and take some time for those things that give back to you. No matter what is happening around you, don't rush and don't let others pressure you. This month, review your expenses and figure out how to invest in better things that will bring stability and that will simplify your life. There will be a few unexpected moments, and those are to force you into new directions. Mars is giving you more muscle, and your ambitions can be accomplished with a consistent pace. At the end of the month, you are in the spotlight, and everyone is adoring towards you, and that gives you more energy and the desire to help. If you are a Leo, socially, things seem easier. More play seems to be unfolding. Opportunities are right there, and they lift your spirit and allow you to let love in. You are finally having more energy to work with, and there is a desire to go for those activities that you might have avoided because of lack of drive. Know that clarity seems hard to come by. Delays continue to make you question your resolutions, but stay the course and progress will unfold appropriately. Work on being less critical and let your feelings out, as they have been deeply private for years. Meditation is perfect for what ails you. If you are a Virgo, June is a month where the objectives seem to be longer term. You are in the mood to refine many things and moving towards a broader perspective and horizon. The May storms are subsiding in favor of clearer weather in June. Mercury unwinds from the retrograde, and that gives you motivation to get the results you have been seeking. Saturn makes you want to build those things close to home and put in place things that are more intimate. External world situations seem unhealthy, and you prefer to not be around too many people or things. You want to learn with no agenda and no need of financial gain. At the end of the month, the aging process seems a bit too close for comfort, but you refuse to lose faith in getting what you want. If you are a Libra, you want the ordinary to become extraordinary. There is a stirring from your spiritual side, and the issues of deeper intimacy or the lack thereof are causing you to pause and reflect. This is not the month to make big decisions, but it is good to get the financial cushion that you've been wanting. Don't take on things, as they may cause more stress than they are worth. Mars is a bit too serious for your liking, and you may feel as if others are causing you to become more defensive. Don't demand right now, as your energy is out of focus and seems petulant to others. Collaboration is the key, and just remember, you're really good at that. If you are a Scorpio, focus improves, and that always makes a Scorpio happy. That someone special is giving you the desire to deepen and recognize that you have, in the past, compromised too much for love. Time for something new and something that has a fresh way of opening you to a more nurturing self. Projects seem everywhere, and you are ready to take care of business. You will be happier when you lead and get things organized the way you want. Things will feel mostly satisfying, but know that there will be a few minor disappointments towards the end of the month. If you are a Sagittarius, what seems to work and make you happy are the artistic expressions that will allow you to get recharged. Work is secondary to the deeper pulls of your heart. While things are not all fun and games, it is clear that you feel more heart-connected with others. There is a desire to go back to something that feels unfinished and come at it with a different strategy. The normal daily routines are comforting, but they are not as important as they have been previously. There are many plans that seem to remind you of other times in younger moments. You will be asked to help in an upcoming event, and you are more than willing to give it your all. If you are a Capricorn, things are finally feeling as if they are getting completed. That feels very satisfying to a Capricorn. That improvement project is helping you feel as if you are not avoiding and instead embracing this new life. It seems that there are those at work that admire your skills, but you cannot quite figure out why. That is because you are always your own worst critic. You may feel that you need more rest and downtime than you expected, and yet motivation only comes when you feel in harmony with the flows happening around you. Enlightenment continues to be the goal. If you are an Aquarius, play that expands play that expands is what this month continues to offer you. The rough edges are smoother on a personal level, but home can feel sluggish and disappointing. Probably best to get outside as much as possible. Let the past remain in the history books because you are a sign that is all about the future. As Mercury goes direct, so do you. Time to let go of some old stuff and liberate yourself from burdens that are not yours to carry anyway. Mars is highly motivating for you and it gives your mind the mental boost you wanted. Passions expand and things get handled. And if you are a Pisces, all those obstacles will seem to disappear after the first week in June. Things are unwinding and unfolding. That helps with the decisions that need to be made shortly. While it is not your nature, now is the moment to be bold and courageous. Embrace believing in yourself and let that confidence move your finances into new places that can build security. Those spiritual goals continue to pester your heart, but they mean well and will eventually be rewarding. There is a bundle of energy that needs to find a direction. While rushing is not advised, it is a good idea to let romance have its moments and let your playful nature have some fun. Thanks, everyone. Have a great month.